What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. How's it going, Mike?
Man, it's a fabulous Friday here, Wade. Been a fantastic week here, man. Finally got a consistent week together. Won every single day this week, except for Tuesday. Went 2-2 on Tuesday, but every other day's been a solid 3-1, 2-1. Just small and steady profits. Finally getting there. But yeah, can't complain, man. Ready. Hopefully, we keep it up here on this fabulous Friday. What about you, my man? You've had a big week as well. No, you're 7-1 a few days ago.
Yeah, we
Sure.
did, and then we had a crappy day and gave it all back. Yesterday was about a
Bummer.
break-even day, so here we are on
Break.
a Friday to get back on the winning side of things. Um, yes, like the last show we did, we ended up cashing the under on the what was
Yeah,
the
the bonus bet.
bonus play
Yeah,
from 2 days prior, and
nice.
then we ended up going 2-2 on the actual show's picks. So that moves us to 94 and 60 for a 61%.
Nice. Nice.
Both of your under earned run plays have cashed. On last show, you have been on a nice little run there, and I have a feeling you are going to play another one of those today. So what are you liking today?
Yeah, you know it, man. Full game unders. That's just my thing here. Smaller sample size, but since we started giving out these here, 28-18 this season for profit of plus 7.7 units. Take that anytime we can get it, no matter what the market is, whether it's sides, totals, player props, whatever. I'm never mad. Anything for me over 55%, I'm happy. So let's stay with it. Let's go. Royals Twins under 8.5. I played this minus 114 yesterday at the Open. It's one of those ones again, Wade. I don't get the line. I made it 7.5. We get two pretty good pitchers here. Seth Lugo, wily old veteran with about 10 different types of pitches. We talked about him ad nauseum here on the show. No hitter ever knows what's coming because he throws those 10 different types of pitches. He doesn't really favor one over the other. Check his splits, kind of throws them an equal amount. And then flip side, Joe Ryan. I've said on here plenty of times, I'm president of Joe Ryan fan club, man. He doesn't walk many guys. He strikes out a lot of guys. His split fingers just flat out nasty when he's on. Kansas City, huge sample size here because it's division opponent you'd expect. Kansas City, 121 plate appearances against Ryan, hitting just 172 against him. My goodness. So is Kansas City really gonna hit an offensive explosion today? I don't see it. Flip side, Minnesota traded away half their roster. Lugo, I mean, heck, he's done pretty well also against Minnesota. Expected batting average against Lugo just 216. I think we see a boring 3-2 type ball game here, Wade. I don't see where the run's going to come from. Two pretty bad offenses. I think, if memory serves me correctly, Kansas City 27th against righties this year, WRC plus. Minnesota not much better. I think 22nd against righties. So where's the offense going to come from? My only concern is the bullpens. I hate both bullpens, but I mean, no wager's perfect, right? But I think
No,
this
I
one gets to the window. Feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, I think this is a very good look here. Um, I think the Nerfy in this matchup might be a pretty
Hey,
good look too. We were talking about this off air. Something you guys
uh,
might want to consider if you're in the Nerfy market. So,
yeah.
well, I'm gonna go ahead and tie my play into uh, into your under right there, and I'm gonna give out Joe Ryan under 2.5 earned runs. Looks like you can
Love
still get it for the same value. This was a very juicy line when I took it, but he is one of the pitchers on the slate today that I think it's worth paying a little juice for. Under 2.5 earned runs with minus 165. You can grab that over on MGM right now, it looks like. Everywhere else, minus 175, minus 170, minus 195, a couple places. I really like the head to head matchup. He has cashed 3 straight games, allowing 1, 1, and 0. He saw them back in April, and he allowed 0 runs. Most of this lineup, if you look at the BVP, they're all red, meaning that they hit worse than their overall average against him. Most of these hitters here are under 167. There's a couple hitters here. Garcia hits 273. Witt only hits 240 off of him. Pass and then in Pasquantino he hits 133. So all these guys are still hitting far less than their average. Oh, Perez as well. He's got 18 at bats, 167. So the Royals just have not been able to figure him out very much. Overall, this is a 75% hit rate for him the last 20 starts. Um,
Nice.
for the season, it's 76% hit rate, so I really like that. And I also like the fact that he has cashed this in 6 of his last 7 overall. We were talking off air again. The Royals are just kind of a tricky offense. The last 30 days they are hitting average, ninth best against right-handed pitchers. But for the season, they're just 17th, hitting 246 on base percentage. For the season, they are third worst at 302. WRC plus, they are fourth worst overall for the season, just at 88.7. And Ryan's numbers are overall, again, for the season are really good. ERA of 2.72. Batting average allowed of 0.203. His FIP is even good, 0.306. All of these are in the 88th percentile or higher. So overall, he's just really got it humming. And I like the fact that he is in the 92nd percentile in WOBA this season at 0.262. I just think, as you agree with the under in this game, um, I think it's going to take a bullpen to blow up that under because I think both starters in this game have a pretty good opportunity to have a good game.
Yeah, you never have to talk me into any wager about Joe Ryan. He's made me a ton of cash the last
Yeah,
5, 6 years. So yeah, I'm all about that play quite a bit. Just can't really sell me on anything Kansas City offensively. I know they've ticked up a little bit recently, but none of that's been against Joe Ryan. So it doesn't really scare me. Yeah, good stuff, man. Let's do it. Let's cash that. That game's got cash cow written all over it. Unders in all kind of areas. I like
let's go, baby. What's your next play?
it. All right, let's get an over in here. Let's go. These earned runs been good to us the last couple of weeks. Let's go Walker Bueller over 2.5 earned runs. Minus 130 over at Fanatics. I don't know what's happened to poor Walker, Texas Ranger Bueller. I mean, he was pretty decent, I guess, with the Dodgers. I've never been a huge fan of his. You look at this line here; he's just really struggled lately. Wade, I mean, it's been really really bad. 9. He's allowed 3 runs or more in 9 of his last 11 outings overall. The stuff's just not there, man. I know he's fully healthy, but he just hadn't looked comfortable. I've watched him pitch about 3 times this year. He just doesn't look comfortable out there. I don't know if it's a mental thing. Don't really know what's going on. He's not getting as much zip on his breaking stuff. His expected ERA of 5.55 tells you all you need to know. The stuff's just not there really anymore. I know he's not that old, but you just have to wonder. Some guys just never find their groove again after a big time injury. I hate to say it. That might be the case here with Bueller. San Diego's offense have actually made good money fading them all year long, but last couple of weeks, they're fourth WRC plus. They made a ton of moves at the deadline. It's a totally different Padres team. And if you need any more reason to play this over, Fernando Tatis Jr. in his career against Bueller hitting 313 with 5 home runs. So he should terrorize this guy tonight. Like the over quite a bit. Typically prefer to go under as much as possible with this one over. I just couldn't pass up here. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I don't blame you there, man. That's a chart that I for sure looked at last night because as you know, there's a lot of green there. So usually when there's a lot of green on the chart, it gets my attention. So I think that's probably going to be a pretty heavy public play today. I'm assuming just based off of I know how outlier and prop stock cash works, and I know that
mhm,
his over 2.5 earned runs is probably one of the top plays on the board as soon as you sign in. It's one of the first things you see. So, um,
and it's
pretty
probably down
sure.
current form. Just going over at 9 of the last 11. That's pretty crazy. Bad current form. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I have mine set to show the top from top to bottom last 10, and I believe he was the number one option for last 10, hitting 90%. So not a bad look if you care about all that stuff. I think matchup is perfect. If you found a really good one, those over earned runs are I think those are ones that you want to find good spots. This is a
Yeah.
really good spot. So
Appreciate it, buddy.
touche.
Thank you, sir. What do you got for your next play?
Yeah, I'll switch it up. I'm gonna go back to an old strikeout parlay and see if we can
Hey,
get
all
him
right.
here. I'm
And
gonna do
yeah, I do miss my
Tariq.
catch.
I know you've been off him a little bit here, so I'll give one out for us here.
Thank you.
Takes Tariq Skubal
Yeah.
to get 7 strikeouts, and I paired him with Christopher Sanchez to find 5 strikeouts on the
Yeah,
Rangers today.
like it,
Um,
like it.
I was gonna give out Chase Burns, but as we know, if anybody saw on Twitter or if you're in Discord, you know that those lines moved like crazy last night. I was able to get some crazy value on those. So that's a little plug if you guys want to get the
Yes.
best line movement. Make sure to go join the Discord because I think at 12:56 last night, which really is not that late. I know a ton of people are still online. I was able to find on Hard Rock Chase Burns is over 5.5 Ks was minus 150 when it was minus 650 on DraftKings and minus I believe like 560 on FanDuel, and then his 8 strikeouts was plus 260 while it was minus 120 and minus 130 at like FanDuel and DraftKings. So um, somebody made a big mistake there, so can't really give out his. I don't really want to give out his 8 Ks as a play here because that is a stretch against the Pirates. Even though I like it because they haven't seen him, they're pretty stingy against right-handed pitchers. So we'll stick with these really good matchups. Scuball and Sanchez both have really good matchups today. Scuball had 8 on them earlier in the year. I believe that was earlier in the year. I don't think that was last year. I think that was earlier in the year. Yeah, earlier in May 2nd, he had 8
Yeah.
on them. Now he's back at home where I really like where his form's been. He's cashed this in 7 of his last 10 starts at home. In 5 of those, he hit 11 or more. He might be able to get to that today. I think the Angels are kind of back. They went in through a stretch of like 2 or 3 weeks there where they weren't striking out a ton, but right now they're back to striking out 5, 6, 7 against guys. Um, I think this is a pretty strong look for him today. Overall, he has cashed 7 in 3 straight and 6 of the last 7 overall. And overall, in his form, the BVP, he's got a 31% strikeout rate or higher against 7 of these batters. And only 2 of them hit him well, and both of those guys have 2 and 3 plate appearances, so there's not a lot of data there. But most of the rest of this lineup has not had success against him. For the season, they do strike out the most to left-handed pitchers at 28%. For the season, for the last 30 days, they've dropped down to 24th, still pretty high at a 26% clip. I just don't see how he's not going to hit this as he ranks 99th percentile with 34% K rate and 11.6 Ks per 9. And then on the Sanchez side, this is purely just a juice reducer. I'm assuming the lines move now, but his 4 strikeouts has cashed 91% this season, 20 of 22 starts. He actually has never faced the Rangers, which was pretty interesting. I did not expect to see that. He has seen a couple of the batters. I believe he's got a decent strikeout rate against 2 of the guys he has seen. But overall, the Rangers are striking out to left-handed pitchers, so much so that the last 30 days they rank number 1 against lefties, striking out 30%. Um, for the season, they strike out 26th most at 25%, and he's got some pretty good K numbers overall, 9.4 K per 9, and he strikes out 26%, which is 83rd percentile. Um, I think this is a pretty good parlay, man.
Yeah, I like that quite a bit. I mean, what can you say about Scooble? He's already got the AL Cy Young Award wrapped up. I mean, it's no disrespect to other guys like, Hunter Brown or Nate Eovaldi, other guys having good careers, Garrett Crochet, or good years, Garrett Crochet. Scooble's a slam dunk for, I think he's like minus 700 or something for the AL Cy Young. So anytime we can bet on him and you get him in a decent parlay like this, with a guy like Sanchez too, man, Sanchez got sneaky strikeout stuff. You don't really hear a lot about his K stuff, but his numbers
Hmm.
are pretty daggone good. And you mentioned it, Rangers, they've struggled all year to put the ball in play against Southpaw. So yeah, I think this parlay is a mixed slam. I'm all about it. And
Yeah, really,
yeah,
both of my plays are going to be little innocent plugs for the Discord because I know that I gave that out at minus 119. I don't know what that parlay is now, but I'm
no telling.
assuming there's no way it's not going anywhere
It's
close to that.
it's at least
Uh,
minus 140 by now, and I'd bet the ranch on that.
Yeah, so let's go quick rundown and then we will get out of here. Monday, we are going to record an early show and we're going to knock out our college football week 1 picks. So make sure
So
you guys don't miss that. If we'll do a little research and see if any of our futures, if any of those are still playable. If those are, maybe we'll give those out at the beginning of the show for a little college football banter talk. But here we
Can't wait.
go as our recap. Mike gave out the Royals Twins under 8.5, and he gave out to Walker Bueller of the Red Sox to go over 2.5 earned runs. I gave out a parlay, strikeout parlay of Tariq Skubal to get 7 strikeouts, and then Christopher Sanchez to get 5 strikeouts, and then Mr. Joseph Ryan to go under 2.5 earned runs. Let's sweep these things, man. We need a sweep.
We
It's
need a
been
sweep.
what, probably 2
Yeah,
weeks since we've had a sweep. We're due, baby.
way,
We're due.
way too long. I got a
Way too
fever
long.
Wade. The only cure is a sweep, baby. Where's
I
that broom?
love
Let's
it.
go.
Where's that broom? I appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Y'all be good.